Hey everyone, we are back. I'm Jonathan, the community developer, and with me, my guest tonight is Luca, the product marketing manager, or boss for short. And he is also the owner of Luca's Ant Corner, which I'm sure many of you recognize him from. So we're going to put his city building to the test here with all new campus gameplay.
And as everybody know, I'm a professional city builder. If you saw the Ant Corner, you know which heights of city building and urban design we reached in that series.
If Luca can do it, so can you. So we're going to get started with today's topic, which are campus areas using the all-new area tools. But before we start into the actual gameplay, we're going to show you what Colossal Order has already given us to work with. And then we got a tutorial video by FluxTrans to show you. So first off, let's go into our dev diary so I can show you guys what Colossal Order has been posting. So I'm going to read through this really quick, show you some screenshots. These are always available on our forum if you want to read through them in detail. But hello there, city builders. City Skylines Campus, the latest expansion to the game, was announced on the 9th of May, and now it's time to take a closer look into what features it includes. The previous dev diary worked as a quick introduction to the expansion. Check it out if you haven't already, and you'll get a nice overview of what it's all about. So campus areas. What's it all about? Well, it's about education. A great city needs an equally great and awesome-looking campus to match. The campus areas use the same area, creating mechanics as park life and industries. You can paint campus areas using the campus area tool and assign a campus type of your choosing by placing campus buildings inside the areas. From campus administration buildings to dormitories, study halls, clubhouses, and unique faculties. There are 3 types of campuses: trade school, liberal arts college, and university, each with their own distinct visual style and unique faculties which provide the city with various bonuses. So, getting a nice introduction from Colossal Order. The thing I love about them is they always go in depth about everything that's coming out in the game.
Yes, can I just quickly, I'm getting death threats from Leader of the Monkey here.
What?
She fears that I will kill her city or like ruin her city, so the pressure's on. Sorry, but back to you.
Don't worry, we will certainly terrorize the city a lot, but we did reinstall the clock tower though. She should be happy about that. We'll get to that in a second. So yes. You're going to get to see plenty of this gameplay, but I do encourage you guys to go through and read these development diaries from Colossal Order, because this is a fantastic way to hear straight from the creators of the game. If you're not aware of it already, myself and Luca are here with Paradox Interactive, and we are the publishers. We work hand in hand with Colossal Order, but these are the actual developers that have programmed, made the artwork, made the buildings, everything in the game there. So it's good to hear from them. But let us go to a shorter, much more digestible version of this dev diary, and let's go to a tutorial made by FluxTrans. Let's roll it now.
Hey everyone, my name is FluxTrans, and I'm collaborating with Paradox Interactive to bring you a new series covering everything you need to know about the City Skylines campus expansion. Today, we'll start with the basics, specifically the campus area tool. Just like districts, industry areas, and parks, campus areas can be painted by selecting the campus area brush in the Districts and Areas menu. Once you've painted out your campus area, you're ready to pick a campus type. With the campus expansion, you'll have 3 campus types to choose from: trade school, liberal arts college, and university. To select a type, simply plop the administration building for the corresponding campus type somewhere in your campus area. These are the first buildings available in the Education menu under each corresponding campus type tab. The administration building is really the heart of your campus. It doesn't just define the campus type, it's also the point that all of the city service vehicles travel to in order to provide services for your campus. For that reason, it's really important that this building in particular is in a very good location so that all of these service vehicles can easily reach the building. With your administration building in place, your city is now home to its own higher education campus. This entire complex now contributes to your university availability in the Education tab and increases the number of highly educated citizens in your city. Now, unlike other sources of education, each of these campus types can be expanded on and developed over time. To expand on your campus, you'll likely want to build out some campus paths. These paths act almost exactly the same as regular pedestrian paths with one key difference. They allow you to plop campus buildings on them. Campuses are built entirely with ploppable buildings rather than zoning. Now, some zoning sympathizers like B. Squigglehausen might not prefer this method, but I find it to be the absolute best way to have full control over the look of your city. With a quick glance at some of the building descriptions, you'll find that earlier buildings primarily focus on boosting your campus reputation and increasing its capacity, while later unlockable buildings offer a variety of citywide benefits unique to each campus type. We'll talk more about campus reputation, unlockable buildings, and building benefits in the next video. Finally, let's take a look at the campus info panel by clicking on the campus name. Here you'll find all kinds of useful information about campus policies, budget, progress, varsity sports, and campus reputation. We'll touch on all this stuff quite a bit throughout the series, but for today, let's just talk a little bit about the campus budget. You'll notice your expenses and income listed at the bottom of the panel. The expenses can come from a variety of places, including building upkeep, policies, staff wages, and varsity sports expenses. The income values come from tuition and revenue from varsity sports trophies. In a later video, we'll talk a bit about some of the policies available that can turn your campus anywhere from a for-profit organization to a free service for all students. That's it from me for now, but I hope you enjoyed this quick introduction to the new campus expansion for City Skylines. Keep an eye out for the next video, and be sure to subscribe here for more tutorials like this one.
Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. It just barely premiered out on YouTube. I know a couple of you might have already gotten it already, but we're going to be having brand new videos almost every night. But before we go into some of our gameplay, Luca, do you want to explain what some of the biggest changes are to education?
Yes. So during the announcement, we had a lot of people actually saying that we already have too many overeducated people, right? Mm-hmm. So this will not be a problem going forward, as the whole education system was revamped. So previously, basically everybody was just going to go to education. It didn't matter where you go. Where you went,
or where you'd been before. You just went to any available education building.
You could be like a teenager going to university and getting elementary education at university. So it was a general system of, this is an education building. The education building offers every type of education. You just need to progress through the education system. So it's still elementary, then high school, then university. But you could do high school and elementary at university. So you would just progress independent of what you would do. The same, I think, the other way around.
Yeah, essentially the capacity was the max capacity of all of your schools combined.
Exactly. So going forward now, you will have much more control over how education is actually applied to your citizens, because it actually requires that you have the elementary school in a place to be able to go to an elementary school. You don't just have to have a university, or the other way around, which means that now you can actually have areas where you limit the access to education. So you can have like a very industrial area, and then if people want to get higher education, they need to move to the main city where you have the IT jobs or the high density commercial buildings. So this gives you much more control over what you can actually achieve with that. And then additionally to that, with the new university tools, you can then even have more control over how educated you're, like what's your total amount of people that you can educate. Yeah, but this will be part of the free update that comes with the DLC, so everybody gets access to it, and then you can go even deeper into education with the expansion that you can purchase.
Yeah, so what this means in a nutshell is that everyone is going to be able to have those industrial areas that don't get abandoned because your entire city gets educated too much. So we call it the over-education problem.
Yes.
Don't see that too often in real life, but in your cities, you might have noticed that you got all these over-educated people, and nobody then wants to do your industry jobs. Your industry collapses, and then it turns into an apocalyptic scenario where everybody in their office jobs don't really work for your industry.
Oh my God, that sounds like the real world.
Yeah, I think we could probably make some kind of survivor mode out of that.
Oh my God.
All those college degreed people are all of a sudden unable to run the manufactories.
So we already have a question. Did mechanics change for other university available in the game yet? So this was part of the free update. So it will come with the free update, which is the release on the 21st, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
21st.
Good. So then you will have those changes implemented.
Yeah, because that's always been our model, is that we release a fairly large free update every time we have any kind of paid expansion. So that's just free for everyone. But that kind of leads us into one of the other big comments that we've seen from a lot of you, is that you've noticed that that trailer has a very American vibe to it. It's probably the football scene, the American football scene. But
wait. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, did you say football?
I said football.
I will call you out before Shed does it. Okay.
I wanted to get the word out there that people knew what I was talking about. Okay. We got a lot of American viewers in there.
And we in Europe we call it hand egg.
Hand egg. Is that really a thing?
No. But this is the actual description of it, right? So we're going by description. Football. You play with the foot.
Right.
Hand egg, you have an egg in your hand.
The point being is that our trailer does not show real football. It shows American hand egg football, whatever you want to call it. And apparently I found out today cheerleaders are more of an American thing as well. But
yeah.
regardless.
I mean, like, in general, like varsity sports are something very American. We don't, like in most European countries, we don't have like something like this, like professionally paid college sports.
How does everyone get their scholarships then?
Well, they're good at school, I guess. Also, you don't...
This is probably why you guys don't win the basketball Olympics ever.
That's true, but I guess it's also we don't charge such high tuition fees.
Yeah, that may or may not be true.
Yes.
Okay, it's very true, actually. Especially if you live in California or New York, then you know those tuition rates will probably bankrupt you for the rest of your life. But we're going to save that for an RT Game or Biffa video, and they can have fun bankrupting all those college students. We were going somewhere with this, and that is that the trailer is very American, but the expansion is not dedicated to American universities. We actually have a very generic set of buildings that can apply very equally to American and European. And then besides that, it's always been our philosophy that we're trying to make less eye candy and more mechanical changes. Yeah. And that's what campus is really about, is it's the whole university, how everything ties together. Everything you place on this university ties together. Your university then ties into your city. Yeah, city, like we said it already, I think in the no, it's in the next tutorial. I can't say it yet. But anyway, it will have actually applications on your city. Additionally, tourism will have an effect on that. The education of your population, as we discussed it before. There's a lot of stuff that actually gets influenced by the university you built. Go ahead. And then, of course, like as you said before, we will actually in these streaming episodes, we will actually also look at all the different assets, right? So you can actually have a look if this is the kind of assets you would like to see, or maybe the ones you would like to see a little bit modded and then place. That's right, because we really wanted to focus on giving you mechanics, things that a modder could not do, only Colossal Order can. And then we've always provided those tools to make assets on your own. So yeah, I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of your favorite asset creators making their own university buildings, for whether it's European, which is a very generic term for many, many countries, or anywhere from Asia, South America, you name it. Like, we'll leave that up to the community to create your style. We'll make the base mechanics for you that give you a lot of management options. We actually have two good questions here. One is, will this expansion come to console? So we can't say anything about that, but look at the track record that we're having. We're definitely trying our best to port everything we have also to console. And yeah, that's all we can say at this moment. But this is we're trying. So maybe not. Right now, though, what is confirmed is Industries will be coming very soon to consoles, and we will go from there. But exactly. Yeah, always a good question, because we love our console fans as well. What was the second good question? Will there only be campus-style universities, or the kind of cities that has university buildings all over town? And I think that's an interesting question, because I think you can decide, actually.
the only limit it has is, like, first off, you have 3 different kinds of universities. So you can place the 3 different campuses across the city, or you can bundle them all. Additionally, it's all based on the zoning system that we introduced in, I think, first Park Life, then developed it in industries, and now it's here. And with this, you can basically decide how big the zone is. So you can actually zone, like, if you want all of your city and make your whole city basically a campus, right?
Oh, yeah. Actually, there are very specific building types that you can place outside of your campus area, and they still tie into your city or your campus. So this is actually different from industries and park life, where it had to be in that area. And in this one, your campus area can actually be kind of disconnected in many ways. So there's lots of flexibility for what you can do there. But let's get to the gameplay.
Yes. Let's look at it.
Let's load up this brilliant city that I made by myself with no help from Leader of the Monkeys.
This is really,
Just
really
kidding.
beautiful. Really. Oh.
I could never make something like
You
this.
even have a little amusement park
Never
here.
at all.
Oh, I never seen the city before. Actually, I saw it a little bit in the stream yesterday, right?
Yep, this was the one we showed off, and I had to rebuild the clock tower that I originally destroyed. Let's go show them where we are going to build our campus.
We're going to place it here.
Let's...
You know how I know? There's a build here button.
She thinks we're that bad at city
Yes.
building that we need like hints like all over. Like,
Okay.
I wonder if you click on the clock tower. I wonder if she renamed that. Yeah, give me electricity.
Oh
please.
my God.
She thinks we're noobs. We are.
So also, please feel free to ask any questions you have. If we don't follow up with them, I would ask Nurgle to just maybe keep a little bit of track, and then better. Okay, he said I should move the mic away, but he will keep track of the questions. So
yeah, I'll be
we'll have
watching
backup.
those questions as well too, while Luke takes the reins on playing.
Good.
Carton Baba, it does take a little while for our PR to get back to you. You got to remember we've got a few hundred, if not 1,000 people asking for early access. So give us some time there.
Yeah. Good. So should we start with the first university? So
yeah, place
first
the
off,
main building.
Should we quickly talk about like a little bit the different tabs that we have here? We don't have to go into detail, but maybe that's helpful.
Yeah, might as well show them off a bit.
So as before, we have like the education. So this is what you still have. What the DLC then adds is the rest of the tabs. So you will have 3 different kinds of university areas: the trade school, the liberal arts college campus area, and the university campus area.
Which is kind of a generic catch-all for
Yeah.
everything.
And they all have their distinct art styles, and like I think this one is more like what is this? This is the trade school, more Bauhaus, cubic, everything.
Yeah, show them the admin building for each of these so they can see
Yes.
them before we go ahead and start building it.
Here. Whoop. Let's say we're just placing them next to each other now, and then chat can decide which one we're going to build.
Yeah, we'll let you guys decide.
So this is the liberal. Oh, there.
You got him. You can't have more than.
Wait, what?
You
what's
can't have
happening?
more than one.
Oh, did I make it too big?
Yeah.
No. What?
You can't have more than one
Of the same, but
university in the same campus area.
the campus area is already zoned. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
See how
didn't know
easy that is. Yeah,
So.
just you'll have to make 3 different
Yes.
areas.
So we will do this, and then okay. So this is we'll place them all next to each other so we can have a good look at each of them.
Question, what is the free content coming with the update? We will actually have an entire dev diary and video tutorial about that, but we talked about it a little stream. One of the major changes that's coming with that free update is a complete education overhaul that essentially ties your education to both your age and to the capacity of each level of education. So no longer will elementary school kids be going to a university and have to go one stage at a time. So it's very much bottlenecked how it should be in real life. So that's a major change to all education systems.
You will also get some small updates with buildings. But should we spoil them already? Or should
No.
we're
We
not
can't
spoiling
spoil
them.
everything. There are some new buildings. I think you guys already noticed one of them. There's the library. You already showed it off to them.
No. Okay. Yes, you also get libraries, but as you said, we're coming back to that in a later.
We'll show
later
off
point.
more. What are we thinking for which kind of university should we build?
Okay, so Susie Vlogs says third one, so I assume that's the University Administration building. Trade school or university. I love City Skylines. That's good. Mods on console. Liberal arts. So we have 2 for university, 1 for trade school, 1 for liberal arts. The next one, trade school. So 2-2. Next one, come on, guys. We need 1 more vote. This one, trade school. It's a trade school.
Trade school.
It's a trade school. So we're getting rid of the rest.
Destroy those.
Yes.
But I
Okay.
mean, you guys can see the styles of these. Those are not like. I mean, you can't really say that those are all American styles there. So these would very well fit into any European city. It's all based on how you build it.
Yes. So the or like what Colossal Order really tried to do is having a bigger approach on universities that is across. I would say, like, of course it's not Eastern, I would say, but at least they try to portray a little bit the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
Cool. I think this is a terrible place. Should we start the whole campus here? I think that's
As long as it has road access. This is the only building on your campus that needs road access. You're good.
I would say we're placing it like this, which brings us actually then
Right
okay.
in front of the tram. Is that a tram? Yeah, we do have a tram.
Oh
now.
yeah, you're right. No, not. Oh, actually, is this a street and tram?
Yeah.
Because then it might make sense. There's probably a station somewhere. Is this a station? we can probably check where the station is. That makes the most sense. Bus, tram.
Let's plop one.
Station is there. So let's just move it there.
Okay. That'll make it easy.
Oh no, there's another station. Aww.
You just
Maddie!
demolish the roads.
Okay.
We don't need your pre-built roads.
Exactly.
We're good at this game. There we
So,
go.
perfect.
That looks beautiful.
So now they have a station right in front here. They can go in. That makes sense. Okay. No extra parking tickets that I need to buy. Okay, let's have it run a little bit.
That looks good. Right in front of that clock tower without power.
Yes, but we'll come to that. Okay.
Okay, let's name our university though.
Yes, good point. Okay. Build here. That's a terrible name. How do you want to name our university? Build here university. Okay.
That's a name that's going to go down as a legend.
Okay. So as if you played Industries and Park Life, you already know a little bit about the areas, how they work. You basically have the zone, and in the zone you can build all the buildings that you want.
Yeah.
The zone also then costs you money. So as you can see, based on the zone, we have a campus upkeep. In this case, 200 undefined currency. And then some other expenses, which we will actually go into detail later on.
Calling them chirpy bucks. That's what everyone voted on in the last stream. But with only one building, it doesn't cost very much. But you guys can already see there that there's staffing involved with your campus. And varsity sports. You guys are going to love it when we get to name our teams for the Build Here University.
Yeah, so tomorrow, just so everybody know, on Monday we're going to talk about
Not
the
tomorrow,
staffing.
Monday.
Yeah. Monday we're talking about like all the
Campus
academic works
reputation.
and everything. Yes, so all this part. So this will be this part today. We're showing off a little bit how to build like a nice campus and what comes with a new campus.
We'll show off the buildings and let's actually build some of our individual schools at the Build Here University. Because our Build Here alumni are going to be...
Wait, what?
Doctors or lawyers or...
I would say let's keep that a little bit for the end, and we're first like doing the basic infrastructure. What do you think about that?
Okay, it all works. But
Okay.
I'm just saying, if nobody wants to get a degree at Build Here University, I don't know how we're going to get any people to fill those dorms. Actually, that's a lie. If you make dorms, parties will come.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a new dorm building. So dorms actually have, as you can see, they have a specific capacity and not enough electricity. Okay, I will fix this now. Fine.
We need power.
Oh, I just killed something. Exactly what Maddie said would happen happens. I'm destroying the city. Okay, now it works. Yes. Okay, I will tidy this up later.
All right, okay. But you made a critical mistake that Prez in his tutorial video will teach you not to do. You don't want to place your dorms right in the center of your campus. They're supposed to be on the outside of the campus.
Yeah? Why is that?
Because you're going to have traffic jams.
Ooh, good point. Yeah, that's actually very
These guys
good point.
haven't gone to traffic school yet. They still only use one lane.
Wait, why is this because this is elevated. 1 second. This bothers me now. Since I played a little bit on stream, like this, I'm starting to get bothered by stuff like this. But I mean, okay, that's
flat.
That was the wrong hotkey. Okay, so entry dormitory.
That's right. What Luca wanted to say is now that he's been introduced to the Move It mod, he's having trouble going back to vanilla.
Yes.
Don't we all have that problem?
Yes. Okay, so then we have a study hall. So this should be probably quite close to the dorm, right?
I think that works pretty well. Yeah, if you want to go for realism here, but if we're going for functionality, then
yes.
the closer you can place those residents to some of those common buildings, the better.
So you can live here and then you can study here. So the study hall is like spare time, can study hall to do their homework, projects, or prepare for exams. So this is actually
exams
huge.
For even though they don't have any place to go take classes yet.
Yes. Okay. So let's go groundkeep. Okay. Let's go to where
you do need groundskeeping. We have a gymnasium.
Okay. Let's do where they can actually. Where are the faculties?
They're towards the end.
Here. So, is this a police school?
Oh, I was hiding that from them.
Oh my god.
Oh, Luca. All right. We've had a lot of people asking if there were campus police, and I was trying to save that for a surprise later, but there you go.
It's a police academy. Okay. It's a huge-ass building.
It's a very big building, so it's something that you'll want to plan around, because these are big.
This is really cool, though.
What does that police academy do? Click on it. Does it make 11 movies?
What? Oh, oh god. Oh god.
Okay. So here's the deal. Since you've already spoiled it, let's go into this now. So there are not actually police that are tied specifically to your campus. Your police will still cover all of the areas that are close to them. However, the police academy, though, will actually train those cadets. That increases police department's efficiency and the patrol car count and jail capacity. So by having these buildings in your university, you are affecting all of your entire police force throughout the city. And there may or may not be similar bonuses for some of the other degrees. Or wait a minute, do policemen get degrees, or is it just a badge?
No,
What do you get when you graduate? A gun?
I think it depends as what you graduate. I think you can, like, the detective probably needs higher education.
Right. Criminal law degree or something like that?
I have no idea.
Something like
It's
that.
probably all police officers have PhDs.
Nah, probably. Maybe we'll have to ask someone. Okay. Not all of our students want to be police officers, though, okay? Let's not force them to be what we wanted to be when we were young.
PhD?
I was going for police officer, but sure, let's do that.
Okay. So one really nice thing that also comes with the expansion, and I think it was mentioned in the video, are the new paths.
A lot of people even noticed it in our announcement picture that was a little teaser. They saw those pathways. And here's the thing that you haven't started doing yet, but all of these buildings you're placing on your campus don't need to be placed at a road. Go ahead and build a dormitory just on that pathway. So let's have two of our...
But wait. We have
Okay,
groundskeeping.
something else. Right on that pathway.
We can also place...
We can place it anywhere.
Now we have a nice little housekeeper. Oh, you know what I want to build? I want to... Okay, so something funny that I want to... No, wait. That's not... Sorry, we're not showing it yet.
You've already spoiled so much today already.
I know. What else? We have book clubs.
Let's get another school... let's go ahead and get like a school for lawyers.
School for your lawyers, okay.
We want lawyers and policemen.
School. I
Or
think
engineers.
the lawyers are on the university campus
Oh,
because
right.
they're
We're at
like
a trade school.
the classic like law. What
I
was
think
it?
there's
Literature, law.
business. I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll show off those in a bit. All right. We'll stick to practical degrees here then. School of Tourism and Travel. What could that do?
Here, Mark Hunt says you get a criminal justice degree.
Criminal justice degree. There we go.
Cool. School of Game Development.
Actually, do we have one of those? No, I don't think we did.
we
We
don't.
should have.
Yes.
I'll go get a modder to make that for us. It'll be
Maybe-
one of the first assets.
Maybe there is School of Engineering.
But
Yeah.
that's for the trade school. Let's be engineers and police officers.
Okay, engineers and police officers. Whoa. Maddie, I have to say you didn't plan this well. I'm not sure.
I love how we just scapegoat Maddie for everything. She's like, I quit after this. I'm not helping these guys ever again.
This is really, I like these sky
Okay.
bridges. Really cool.
And like you can see here, these buildings are, I'm using the term generic, not in the sense that they're dull, but in the sense that like you could find this in any kind of university all over the world. That is definitely not an American
This
style.
year really reminds me of I don't know which school it was.
MIT.
But no, that's in the US.
Well, that's what it reminds me of.
Okay, fair. Then the MIT as well. But this part really, I think it's the school of business or something in London. They have, it's right next to the Nature History Museum. They have a very, very similar
Wait,
entrance.
nature history or natural history?
No, Nature History Museum. It's about it's dinosaurs and all that.
I think that might be natural history.
Nago, could you Google this, please?
Okay. Nature history doesn't. Nature history would be like history of vegetation in London. Aha! There we go. Dennis Wolf knows. It's the Natural History Museum.
But wouldn't it then be a natural history museum? Like it's a natural occurring museum for history?
I don't know who named these.
Okay.
We can name it ourselves. Let's rename our buildings. Let's call it the Nature History.
But this is School of Engineering.
That's okay. Nobody will know the difference.
Nature. Whoa! History Museum.
And what does this one do to our lovely city?
Like How do you write museum?
Let's just leave it at that.
Museum?
Museum.
Museum? Come
All
on,
right.
help me out
So
here.
look at the numbers here.
Okay,
it's too
museum.
funny watching you do typos in English. Wait, go back into
Okay.
that. I want to show you guys the student capacity. So every single one of these buildings increases the capacity, and you can also see very easily how many eligible students are in the city. As you can see here, we are far below how many students want to go to our university.
You can actually quickly check here.
That's
So,
right. Capacity is great, but
University. So, whoa. No, our capacity is actually good because we just placed like all those buildings, right?
oh, right.
So-
Sorry, that's for the individual building there.
Yes. so that's good.
And if you click on your administrative building as well, you can get a nice breakdown.
Where is it?
Sorry, it's on the actual campus zone built
yes.
here at university.
No, but this was here unten.
Yeah,
Here
student
unten.
capacity,
Sorry.
right there. That's the.
I'm starting to speak German. So that's quite nice. Cool. I'm really impressed. Like these buildings. It's probably just a road layout from Maddie, but these buildings make this whole thing look very nice very quickly. Like
Yeah.
I'm not too bothered. Most of the times I'm bothered by like 3 empty spaces, but this one actually, because that's what you expect a little bit in this area with these huge ass buildings, right?
Pretty much, and we'll have to decorate it as well. I have a really
Yes.
good question from Dennis Wolf that I can give a half answer to right now. Does the number of students in a building increase the efficiency? So there is campus reputation, and this is your university's reputation, and the higher the reputation, the more special buildings you can unlock, and lots of other things come the higher you have a reputation. That reputation only gets higher by building certain buildings, filling them with students, meeting certain criterias. There's actually 3 criterias you have to meet for each level of reputation, but that's going to be our next subject that you'll have to wait till next week for.
Maddie.
Are
I
all
think
our
we need a
people
medical
dying?
school. Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and get maybe-
Man.
Look at all those happy people.
Like, I don't want to spend too much time in fixing this, so...
I
we
mean,
can
you
focus on
could,
this.
if you want to be realistic, build the hospital next to your School of Medicine,
That's true. Ah,
but that's a
medicine.
general. That's a
Medicine
general
is, yeah.
university one.
Exactly.
So yeah, you can have multiple universities in your town. You can build little small trade schools. You can build gigantic universities. Do whatever you want.
Leader of the monkeys is up. I don't know how that. She's probably on the way here to tell me off. No, but the rest. Look, the rest of the city is fine. Okay, so we did a little bit of this now. One thing that wasn't discussed yet, just so everybody is aware, the administrative buildings have not only like a zone placing or zone definition purpose. They also are the central building where all the public services interact with.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we mentioned that because
Yeah.
it's the only building that has to touch a road. Everything else could be built on pathways or out in the middle of nowhere.
Somebody died in the
They're
clock
dying
tower.
at the clock tower. Oh, jeez. I guess you made it the exams too difficult for them.
Whoa! 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 Oh, that whoa! Okay, fair enough.
They overstudied and forgot to eat.
So tuition fees. That's actually a good question.
Oh yeah,
We have tuition fees, and they're based on the university, on the students,
we're
of course.
still losing money at this university. It's
Yes.
so uncapitalistic of you.
I mean, like, we have very low reputation, right?
It's right, we're unrecognized.
But we will fix this on Monday.
You guys not recognize the Build Here University? Go out and spread the word. Build Here University is here to
I mean,
stay.
I'm not sure. The population is dying quickly. Wait,
We still have 47,000 people.
yeah, we had 50 before.
Yeah.
Okay, let me quickly fix this.
We're losing money again too. Ah.
Okay.
Actually, we turn on. Oh. We turn
Oh,
on.
there's no death care. Okay.
No death care.
What is there? Oh my.
Okay. We'll quickly fix the city, and then we'll go back to showing off our university.
Yes.
We've got 15 minutes left to get this city up and running.
Are we good here? No. Whoa. Everybody is dying.
NIST 1, losing money isn't necessarily a bad thing if your goal is just to educate your citizens. If you want to use specific policies, which we'll show you that are related directly to your university, you can make them free if you'd like. And there's many other policies you can do as well to educate your citizens at the cost of precious chirpy bucks.
And it also, like, if you play realistically, where you actually start as a small town and then grow more and more, you actually grow the university with your city, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to play it in this way, and
Build
you
up
can
a
play
college
it,
town.
yes. So play it realistically with a growing town, then this is quite nice. If you want to play more creatively, unlimited money, no problem.
Yep.
Like we're doing right now to show off.
That's right. We leave the city building and the university building up to you guys. We're just here to show you that, I mean, we did our part. We made this whole university that has integration into the rest of the game and into your city. So it's a very mechanical, under-the-surface expansion, really. But that's not to say that we skimped at all on the amount of buildings or the look of the buildings, because these look pretty cool.
Yes. It's important that all of them offer a specific reason why they're actually
You
there.
know, if you build enough of those plazas, we might level up and become so we're not unrecognized anymore.
But that means we need works.
All right, let's beautify this place.
Yes.
Let's add some beautiful trees and places that people can go and sit out on the grass and do homework.
Right, let's do it the other way around. Oh, no, too close.
Yeah, you got that level difference there causing problems.
Nah. Here, I like this. Okay, so we will place a little parks here. So what do we have? We have the book club, the trade school outdoor studio, trade school fountain. That's the commencement center. Oh! No. Yes. Yes.
Do it.
We'll do this. Actually, no.
Make up your mind.
I just want to flatten this first.
Yeah, we should have flattened this area. I can only imagine what it's like building a university up on a mountainside. That's actually how Utah is. University of Utah is built up on the Rocky Mountains, and it's terrible trying to walk through that campus because it's all uphill.
Did you go there?
I did not. I went to a Utah State University.
Was it a good university?
It's a very good university. Got my marketing and business degrees there. But Flux Trance, though, he's going to the University of Utah. He's a fellow Utah guy like me.
Utana.
Yeah.
How do you say that? No, that's not the
Just a
thing.
Utah.
Uton.
Utah.
That sounds actually.
Or if you're from Salt Lake, the abbreviations are SL and then UT. So we just say we're from SLUT.
Oh, what does that
Slut.
mean? Okay, are we getting banned?
No,
Yes,
that's a safe
says
word.
we're getting banned. Okay, so, as most people know, my beautification mostly consists of placing trees.
Place some beautiful trees all around our campus.
So then we want some, let's say, whoop.
Yeah, you can't build like on the buildings. You have to build around them.
Yes. So what am I going to do here? We are... didn't prepare for that. There needs to be planning going into...
Maybe we should take the city building in our own hands, and then when Leader of the Monkey comes in for her Thursday stream, we'll have her beautify everything.
Oh God, the poor soul. We can't do that to her.
Yeah, because I'm sure she's going to have a heart attack the moment she sits down to play with this city. She'll be in here on Thursdays helping us stream, so you can look forward to that. She'll fix our fixes.
I have the feeling this is a good place for... oh no. I destroyed the way. Show me the way. Okay.
There we go. Look at those beautiful roads.
I would like... the book club is too big for this area. So, do we have a smaller
It's
building?
a big book club.
I don't think we have... No, that's just... the fountain.
You're running out of space already in your university.
Yes.
It's because that clock tower takes up too much space.
Yeah. Who built this clock tower? Not sure. Okay. So I think actually here we're probably building some bushes. Making the whole thing a little bit bushier.
Bushier. That's what we're going for our build here university. It's very bushy.
No conifers.
Ubes. Yes, this is the new music from the new radio stations.
Actually, one of the two.
There are two, yes. So you guys can pick those up in a bundle, or they're sold separately for a couple bucks. So nice and cheap, and it's some really good music. Additionally, you can also get King Lino's Content Creator Pack, which is one of the ways that we reward the modders from our community. And we work with them directly to make a pack of... That one has 36 residential buildings and 32 commercial buildings that are meant to complement a kind of a smaller town university. I guess it doesn't have to be a small town university, but they're meant to complement universities by being on the outskirts.
Yes. And the two radio stations that we're actually releasing together with this DLC, one is called Campus Radio, which is like student rock, like what you would imagine like a student-run radio is doing, basically. Yeah. And the second one is called Deep Focus, and it's all about like ambient and like music you would...
No distraction, I'm studying for finals music.
Yes, exactly that. Like stuff you would listen to learn too, which could also be hardcore, I guess, but like the more typical approach to this.
We have a lot of people in chat complaining that we're interrupting their time when they should be studying for finals.
Oh, is it?
That's cruel.
Is it final time?
It is finals time. How long have you been out of university, Luca?
That was somewhere in the 70s, I guess. Want to play some more. At the moment, I'm just placing because I don't have really time to plan right now.
We got 7 more minutes here.
Yes. Okay, I would
and
say
5 minutes before the end, we got to go over the schedule again.
Yeah, so let's see. Let's maybe spend the last 5 minutes to just answer questions. Do you have any questions you want to ask? Anything you want us to show right now? The old campus building assets still available? Yes! You still have everything you had before. We're only changing the underlying mechanics to make them more efficient. So you're not getting the over-education problem anymore. I didn't even know the times for finals and whatnot when I was studying. I'm with you on this one, Nurg.
Maybe we should show off a couple of the other buildings from the other schools. Can we build a little second campus really quick and just show off some buildings?
Let's do that too.
I gotta admit, Luca, that even though we haphazardly placed all of these buildings, it still looks pretty good when you zoom out. Way out.
When you can't see it anymore.
See, it looks pretty good. Build here university, right in the middle.
That's true. It looks like we would make this a very nice... Actually, it's probably the spot.
I think... No. I think we're off to a good start. We will continue working on that.
What do you have?
Any campus transit buildings for buses or subways. So we talked about this a little yesterday, but there are no campus-specific or unique new transit types or anything like that. But all of the same transportation systems you can build within your campus. You can have them connect solely within your campus. So you could make a monorail just for your campus if you wanted, or you can choose to connect it to the rest of your city. That's all up to you. When it comes to the new lines, though, that's also something coming in the free update, but you will be seeing a few of the freebies we give out with school buses. So we'll leave that for Friday next week to see what comes with those school buses.
It's big ass buildings. We will show them off another time. But we will show some of the smaller ones. I think also, we haven't talked about it yet, but with the varsity sports, it's quite important to have a good traffic network.
Yes, it is. Oh,
not in campus area. That's why it's not working.
Yeah, you have to make a separate campus there.
Yes.
Someone keeps asking about satellite campuses. So you do still have to have it connected to the same campus area, but if you do it correctly, you could easily, connect something exactly like that and build a campus that's a satellite out there. It just has to be connected to the same campus area.
So now we could place one of the... Oh! Wait, space already. Okay. Area. Okay, I did it the wrong way.
While you're doing that, I'm going to answer for some of the people who didn't come in earlier about campus on consoles. Right now, we cannot confirm that we will have campus for console release. We can confirm Industries is coming very soon, so that's something that is guaranteed, and obviously we will be looking into bringing campus to consoles, but we can't confirm that right now.
I like this. This reminds me of, this is actually where a lot of buildings, not with the bricks, but the architectural style with a lot of windows, very blocky. That's very 70s Germany. Everything destroyed. So
that's the school you went to, right?
No, I went to a very small university. Very small. So they didn't have a building like this. That's really nice.
What happens if you disconnect the district now? That's a good question.
It will give you a warning that it's not connected anymore. Oh, actually, works.
Wait, is it still part of the same one, though?
Yep, it's still part of... Yep, you can have districts wherever you want.
Go. Satellites.
Yep, satellite. Here they are. So
we just learned something new.
Yes, thank you. Who said it?
Before. That's Naxroll.
Yep, that's it. You can have as many campus areas as you want. Now we know. Let me just double check. I just get rid of this because it's also a warning symbol that you get. Not enough water, but yeah, it seems to be working pretty fine. Good. So then we have, let's show off maybe one more before
we got 3 minutes. Yeah, one more. We got time for one more.
Which one? School of Science?
Where's the School of Rock?
Or School of Law?
School of Law.
Whoa! You're really determined.
We told people that we would do it. Click on that building. What does that give us?
Law students get internships in the office of the city's prosecutor, cracking down on crime wherever they may find it. So they help with crime as well. That's really nice. This is what I would I never been to Oxford, but this is what I would imagine Oxford to be.
I don't think I've been to Oxford either. I don't know. Someone tell us that looks Oxford-ish. Okay, we got 2 minutes left. Let's pull up the schedule so we can really quickly go over what's going to happen. Perfect. Alrighty, guys. So we are on day 2 of our release schedule, Friday the 10th. We have just gone over campus areas. We have a dev diary, which I encourage you to read by Colossal Order. We have a tutorial video by FluxTrans, which is a nice, easy way to see exactly what or how to use the campus areas. And we'll be having that happen every single day for our daily releases. Monday, we are taking a weekend break. We'll have campus reputations. We've hinted about that already today, and you'll see how you can level up there and how it unlocks new buildings and different mechanics. On Tuesday the 14th, a year cycle and faculties. These all play in together with all of your campus mechanics and education. There's something else as well that we'll be talking about that day, which is actually academic works, which have an entire ecosystem of their own. On Wednesday the 15th, I think that's probably going to be our most popular day, is the varsity sports, when we'll be showing off how to build the Build Here University sports teams and how you can actually improve their win rates, hire faculty, staff, and other things like that. After that, on Thursday, we'll be going over the new maps, of which there are 5, and new policies and how you can shape your entire university, how it operates, how it earns money or it doesn't earn money, how you put students in debt or not. And then Friday, the 17th, is our last feature update where we go over the free update. We'll go into depth about the education changes, school buses, and a few other things that we're going to leave as a surprise. But it's a pretty hefty free update.
Yes, there was one good question. How do I get the DLC? So it's not out for pre-order, but we will release everything on the 21st.
That's right.
And you will get it in the usual stores, right? Steam,
GOG.
Plaza, and everywhere where we normally are.
Actually, Nurgle, can you go ahead and post the Steam link? So if you want, you can just go ahead and wish list it on Steam because we have all our updates going there. But anyways, as we get around to next weekend, we have a couple special videos coming out. One is a tutorial by Prez on how to build a realistic university, which is something we are desperately in need of. And he'll actually show you some real-world examples on how you can build universities in a realistic way. After that, we'll have a time-lapse of a university being built by Imperial Jedi. And on Monday the 20th will be all about the Content Creator Pack by King Lino, which is a video made by King Lino. So that'll be fun to watch him make...
King Linoception.
King Linoception there. He'll be making a great video there to show you those... It's 66 buildings, I think. It's somewhere close to 66, so it's a lot. And then, of course, we have patch notes that we'll get out to all of you guys, and then comes release day. I know some of you guys might actually be dreading release day because you have your precious cities and you're worried if they're going to break. So we actually do a lot of work behind the scenes. Well, I do. You don't help with it at all. But I run a modders beta where we have over 50 modders and asset creators that have early access to the game, and we work with them closely to make sure the game is ready to go as soon as possible after release. For the last 4 or 5, actually almost every expansion we release, within 48 hours we have all of the most popular mods updated. Usually within 24 hours you'll be able to play your game. But don't worry, we'll have plenty of troubleshooting help for you, and guides to make sure that your city does not get ruined, because we want everyone to be able to enjoy their city building experience, regardless of whether or not you purchase university or purchase campus, which has your new universities.
Okay. Before we end, let me just quickly answer some questions here. So first off, there's no pre-order on Plaza this time, so it will just be released on the 21st, and then you can buy it. Second, will there be frat houses? So the frat houses will actually be part of the content creator pack by
King Leno.
King Leno. Thank you. And then there was one more question, but I forgot it.
So here's what you can do for your questions. If you go to our Instagram channel, we are running a live Q&A right after this stream. So go ahead and post any of these questions, and we'll get through posting a bunch of the most popular questions out on our Instagram channel, just using Instagram stories. So we got to get running for now, but yeah, tune in on Instagram if you want to keep asking questions and getting answers.
Cool. And then somebody asked for the price.
Oh, right.
So we have
$12.99.
And then the radio stations are, as usual, $4.99, right?
The radio stations no cheaper than that.
I don't know. It's on screen, so of course I forgot everything.
Campus is $12.99 or €12.99, $10.23 Great British pounds, something like that. And King Leno's content pack is $5.99.
Yeah. Cool. When can we expect more leaks from Luca? Well, actually,
I'm not inviting
since
him
you're
back.
asking. No, okay, we need to wrap up.
Yep, we got to get out of here. Go ahead and ask us more questions on Instagram, social media. We're going to be here for a little while tonight and all of next week, so don't worry, we'll get your answers out. Yeah, I'm Jonathan, the community developer, and
I'm Luca, the PMM, and
nobody knows what PMM means.
It's product
He's
marketing
boss.
manager.
Boss man.
I'm
Alrighty,
boss man.
guys, we're out. Have a good night.